Chronic hand eczema, or CHE, is a condition that many people misunderstand. It is not just a simple case of dry hands that a little lotion can fix. This is a persistent, inflammatory skin disease that causes a lot of distress. Imagine your hands being constantly red, swollen, and covered in tiny blisters that can weep or crack open. The skin can become thick, scaly, and develop painful fissures that make even the simplest tasks feel impossible. This condition is defined as hand eczema that lasts for more than 3 months, or comes back at least twice within a year, making it a long-term battle for those who suffer from it. The impact of CHE goes far beyond what you can see on the surface. The constant itching is often described as relentless and can be so intense that it disrupts sleep and makes it hard to focus during the day. Then there is the pain. Simple actions like washing your hands, buttoning a shirt, or holding a pen can cause sharp, stinging pain from the open cracks in the skin. This physical discomfort creates a significant emotional and psychological burden. People with CHE often feel self-conscious about the appearance of their hands, leading them to hide them in their pockets or avoid social situations altogether, which can lead to feelings of isolation and depression. This condition is more common than you might think, affecting approximately 1 in every 10 adults around the world. For many of these individuals, the condition is severe enough to interfere with their ability to work and perform daily activities. Think about professions that require frequent hand washing or contact with irritants like healthcare workers, hairdressers, or chefs. For them, CHE can be a career-ending diagnosis. The struggle is real, and it affects a huge number of people who have been searching for an effective solution for far too long, often cycling through treatments that provide little to no relief. For years, the main treatment options for chronic hand eczema were topical corticosteroids. While these creams can help reduce inflammation for some people, they don't work for everyone. Many patients find that their symptoms either do not improve or they come right back as soon as the treatment stops. Furthermore, the long-term use of strong corticosteroids can lead to side effects like thinning of the skin, which can make the problem even worse. This has left a large group of patients feeling hopeless, stuck in a cycle of flare-ups and frustration with no clear path to getting better and reclaiming their lives from this debilitating condition. On July 23, 2025, a significant breakthrough brought new hope to adults suffering from this difficult condition. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, officially approved a new medication called Anzupgo cream. This is a huge milestone because it is the very first treatment specifically developed and FDA approved to treat moderate to severe chronic hand eczema in the United States. This approval marks a turning point for patients who have tried other treatments without success. It offers a dedicated, scientifically backed option designed just for their condition, which is something they have never had before. What makes Anzupgo so important is that it is a completely steroid-free treatment. This is a game changer for individuals who either cannot use topical corticosteroids or have found that those older medications are no longer effective for them. Corticosteroids have been the standard for a long time, but they come with limitations and potential side effects that many patients are wary of. Anzupgo provides a powerful alternative, giving doctors and patients a new tool to manage the persistent inflammation and symptoms of CHE without the concerns associated with long-term steroid use, finally breaking the cycle of dependency on older drugs. The approval of Anzupgo is not just about a new product. It is about acknowledging the serious unmet need that has existed for people with chronic hand eczema. These patients have often felt overlooked by the medical community, forced to use treatments that were not specifically designed for their hands. Now, with Anzupgo, there is a therapy that has been rigorously studied and proven effective for this exact problem. This targeted approach means that the treatment is tailored to the underlying causes of CHE, offering a more precise and potentially more effective way to control the disease and its life-altering symptoms. This new cream is officially indicated for adults with moderate to severe CHE who have had an inadequate response to topical corticosteroids, or for whom those treatments are just not a good option. This specific indication highlights its role as a vital second-line therapy. It's for the people who have been struggling the most and have felt like they have run out of options. The introduction of Anzupgo into the U.S. market, following its earlier approval in Europe, signals a global shift in how we approach and manage this challenging skin condition, providing a much-needed ray of hope for millions. So, how does Anzupgo cream work to bring relief to irritated and painful hands? In simple terms, it works by calming down the overactive immune response that causes eczema in the first place. Anzupgo is a type of medication known as a topical pan-Janus kinase or JAK inhibitor. Inside our bodies, JAK proteins act like messengers that help transmit signals for inflammation. In people with CHE, these signals are in overdrive, telling the skin to become inflamed, red, and itchy. Anzupgo gets absorbed into the skin and blocks these specific messengers, effectively turning down the volume on the inflammation signals. This mechanism is what makes it so different from traditional steroid creams. Instead of providing a broad anti-inflammatory effect, Anzupgo targets the specific JAK-STAT signaling pathway that is a central driver of the disease. By inhibiting the activity of several JAK enzymes, specifically JAK-1, JAK-2, JAK-3, and TYK2, it directly suppresses the inflammatory processes that lead to the uncomfortable symptoms of CHE. This targeted action helps restore balance to the skin's immune function from the inside out, leading to visible and tangible improvements without the use of steroids. It's a modern, precise approach to dermatology. The effectiveness of Anzupgo was confirmed in 2 large clinical trials, known as Delta-1 and Delta-2, which involved nearly 1,000 adults with CHE. In these studies, patients who used Anzupgo cream showed significant improvements compared to those who used a placebo cream with no active ingredient. After 16 weeks of treatment, a much higher percentage of patients using Anzupgo had their skin become clear or almost clear. In one study, nearly 30% of patients achieved this success, compared to only 7% in the placebo group, showing just how effective this new treatment can be. Beyond just making the skin look better, the trials showed that Anzupgo provides substantial relief from the most bothersome symptoms, pain and itching. In both studies, about half of the patients using Anzupgo reported a significant reduction in their pain levels. Similarly, nearly half of the patients experienced a major decrease in itching. These are incredibly important results, as itch and pain are the symptoms that most severely impact a person's quality of life. By effectively tackling these issues, Anzupgo helps people feel more comfortable and regain the ability to use their hands without constant suffering. When considering any new treatment, its safety is just as important as its effectiveness. The clinical trials for Anzupgo showed that it has a favorable safety profile. The most common side effects were mild and typically occurred right where the cream was applied, such as temporary pain, a tingling sensation, or redness. Some patients experienced minor bacterial skin infections like cellulitis, but overall, the treatment was well tolerated by most participants. This balance of strong efficacy with manageable side effects is exactly what doctors and patients look for in a long-term treatment for a chronic condition like CHE. Of course, like all powerful medications, Anzupgo comes with some important warnings that patients and doctors need to be aware of. Because it is a JAK inhibitor, which affects the immune system, the FDA label includes warnings about potential risks, such as serious infections, and a possible increased risk of non-melanoma skin cancer. It is not recommended to be used at the same time as other JAK inhibitors or strong immunosuppressant drugs. It is also very important to remember that Anzupgo is for topical use only on the skin of the hands and should never be used in the eyes, mouth, or other sensitive areas. The approval of Anzupgo cream represents more than just a new prescription. It represents a new lease on life for people who have been debilitated by chronic hand eczema. The ability to perform simple daily tasks without pain, like holding a loved one's hand, typing on a keyboard, or preparing a meal, can be transformative. By providing significant relief from the constant itch and pain, Anzupgo can help restore not only physical comfort, but also emotional well-being. Patients can feel more confident, less isolated, and more in control of their lives, which is an immeasurable benefit. Ultimately, the arrival of Anzupgo is a story of hope. For the first time in the US, there is an FDA-approved, steroid-free treatment specifically designed to combat moderate to severe chronic hand eczema in adults who need it most. This breakthrough offers a real chance for clear skin, lasting relief, and a return to the activities that bring joy and meaning to everyday life. For the millions who have struggled in silence, this innovative cream is a powerful new ally in their fight for healthier skin and a better quality of life, marking a truly positive step forward in dermatological care.